Okay, hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now today I'll be testing, showing, and rating the Avian Origin in the Minecraft Origins mod. So firstly, let's go over its abilities. So, you fall gently to the ground as a feather would unless you sneak, meaning you have permanent slow falling. You don't take full damage unless you shift. Now there is something about this that isn't as you expect, and I will show you that later in the video. Fresh air. When sleeping, your bed needs to be at an altitude of 86 blocks so you can breathe fresh air. Then tailwind, you are a little bit quicker on foot than others, and vegetarian, you cannot digest meat. Now, I was planning to showcase that I cannot digest meat, but nothing actually happens if you eat meat. You just can't eat it or not. So yeah, okay. So here's the speed of running for an avian, which, as you can tell, is slightly faster than normal. So next thing is you cannot critical hit people when you're feather falling. For example, this is on me, I'm not critical hitting it when I'm falling like this. But I can actually critical hit it if I sneak, go like that. And then it's get critical hit, and yeah, see the particles are coming off, and yeah. So anyway, the next thing is that you cannot sleep at altitudes below 86 blocks. So you see, if I place a bed here, which is 85 blocks up, it says I need fresh air to sleep, and it appears fresh air is not available on 86 blocks up. However, if I go to 88 blocks up, I can sleep here. And yeah, now here is my rating of the Avian. So I personally think that Avian should be rated a 5.5 out of 10. Human being 5, and for example, a really overpowered Origin being 10. Now the reason for this is because permanent slow falling is useful, especially if you're new to the game, so you don't die full damage. It also can be useful just in general situations, and it can increase your speed when you're running and jumping, like this. Now, elaborating on that point, you can run slightly faster, which increases your speed even further. However, this is not that big, because Elytarians can, of course, just use their Elytra and go much faster, and Endarians can just Pearl, which are two other mods in the Origins mod. And I just think that this isn't very big, and compared to other Origins, the mobility is pretty limited. Now, the next thing is that you cannot eat meat, which is the reason why I've only rated it at 5.5 rather than 6. And the reason for that is because eating meat actually gives a lot more food than eating, like vegetables does, and it is really hard to survive when you just spawn into the world. Like, half of the time you'll just die of hunger before you can find a village or any other food source that's not meat. And also in game in general, meat's just a lot more effective to eat, and it's more efficient. You get 4 foods from eating a steak, for example, rather than only 2.5 from eating a carrot. Also, it's easier to breed animals. You only need 2 wheat for 1 pork chop or steak, rather than you need 3 for a single piece of bread. So overall, it's just much more effective eating meat. The next thing is actually fresh air. Now, this I haven't mentioned because it's just not that big. And I think that, it could be much different to, you know, it could be much bigger, and there could be much bigger setbacks. For example, not being able to wear like heavy armor could maybe be an effect of this, but they didn't choose that. So I just think it's a bit hard if you want like an underground base. But for most people, it should be fine. Because most people don't really sleep much anyway, and if you like mountain bases, I guess it's a good incentive for you to actually do it rather than just making a house on the ground. And yeah, that's why I rate it 5 out of 10. Like and subscribe if you would like to see some Avian gameplay, which I may post. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye.